I hate this. This right here is the most frustrating part of my entire life right now. That's not touching. Because I've touched worse. I've touched black, yeah, see, like, it's so binary. Like, I'm literally in the middle of... It's through it, and then it snaps back. Part of me feels ham-fisted design here. Hey everybody, I'm here and welcome back to Filament. We actually have the eye tracker going. I forget if I had the eye tracker going last time. It's hard to remember. It really is. Alright, so we're on some pretty tough puzzles here, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going to Photoshop pretty quickly. I'm also hoping to keep that. Oh gosh, we still have 3 of these puzzles to go. I'm really hoping to keep that on the right screen. Okay, I'm starting to remember this. All right, I'm gonna take the print screen, but I'm going to first. Okay, this is still gonna cause a problem. Because we can't hit that. Honestly, I think this one is the crux of our problem here. But we know we can't do this, even if it worked. Yeah, this still causes problems. We can't get across this. We can't get back through that because of course we can't. We absolutely can't do this because you can't get back through, which is bullshit because I can clearly walk through it. I think it's bullshit anyway. We've tried doing something like this, right? And we can't do it because... it leads to problems, right, with this? Yes. Leads to this problem. Well, assuming that we hit this. And we can accomplish something along these lines. That kind of, what I just tried just kind of breaks things. I'd have to do this. which I'm fairly certain I can't... Nope, I can't get back through that. The problem is, though, that I can't... accomplish this. So it seems to me like we've got two pretty brutal crux points here. One of them is here. That pillar. And the other one is this pillar. And the problem for them is that we don't have a good way of activating them. Oh, so many problems. Because, like, this is, like, so important. But it breaks everything. Is there a possibility? No, because we, like, absolutely have to set this off. So the big problem that we run into, beyond lighting this pillar up here, is that even if we were to succeed, like, which actually we have done, actually, come to think of it. We did succeed. Forget exactly how. It involved something like this. So we've got like everything lit. But we hit this. We can't get out the door in time. We need something to anchor this on, which very clearly seems to be this. Like, that seems to be the intended, the desired outcome. I say seems to be, because maybe there's something we're missing. It feels so close, like if I were to aim it just right. I feel like we've cheated this in the past. But yeah, we don't have any way of doing that. And if you look from above, we don't have a way. And which is why it's really frustrating that, like, this I can understand not being able to fit in. But the way that it starts... I need to do something a little bit more drastic. Like this. The fact that I can't fit through this when I clearly can fit through this... is insanely frustrating. Because this would also solve all our problems immediately. So that's why I think we're going to Photoshop on this one. Alright, boop. The eye tracker is going to be off here, I realize, because this is scaled up, so sorry. Alright, so let's first mark all of our starting points. Why is this font so ridiculous? Okay, that's way too small. Cool. Also, what is this font? I mean, I have a crap ton of wonky-ass fonts. And also, why yellow? My default color is white, so not sure. Alright. So our other ones include this one. This one. This one. This one. And this one. Our twos. here, 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 and here. The rest are all threes. Well, all the ones that have a connection. This one doesn't have a connection. Alright. That looks right to me. I'm going to move this one there. Alright. So then our big question becomes, what is the correct course of action? So I'm going to go ahead and just start another layer here for us. We're going to take these text layers. We're going to rasterize them and merge them. Oh, not visible. No, just the one selected. Fantastic. All right, so on this layer, we're going to go for this. So obviously, obvious stuff like here is out. We can't start there. Here, like, trying there is technically possible. We get like a little bit of a bend on this. I don't think it actually is possible because it doesn't make it out, but I'm not going to wholly eliminate it just yet. Like this, which, like, that's the same thing. This we can't. This, I think we arguably can. I think we can't because of this one, but that's a different issue. Yeah, it's a different issue. I think here to here is valid. There to here might be reasonable. I suppose we might try and talk about here to here. My guess is that that's not possible. It's my guess. Don't know for sure. And I'd say the same about... Actually, I'm pretty sure that's not possible. We hit this first, which is not an option. I suppose that's an option. Actually, for what it's worth, here to here is not actually an option. That's actually here to here. And there's also a here to here potentially, a here to here. Here to here doesn't make much sense. Here to anywhere but in here doesn't make much sense. Here to here is an option. And then this isn't an option. This is an option. This is an option. Here to here and up is an option. You could maybe make an argument for here to here, but I think that's all you got. I think that's all you got for the start. Because we have to hit ones. We have to hit ones on our first pillar. And you can make an argument that we could go from a 1 to an associated 2, but all of the associated 2s that we can reach, that we've like drawn to, like all the paths that we've got right now start off of here, which I really don't like, because it seems like we've made the most optimal decisions from here. So if we're going to examine this option, what happens? What happens from here? Well, here's the thing. I kind of want to eliminate this option anyway. Don't mind me, I'm making a whole bunch of layers. This option was here to here. This option was here to here. This option was here to here Don't worry, there's a logic to how I'm doing this. These are technically the same. Suppose this is also technically to there. Which we've looked at, but we'll explore a little bit more perhaps. Here to here, and last but not least, here to here to here. If I turn this off, it's all pretty much there, except for this one, which now it is. Okay, so I've got a layer for every single one of these, so we can take a look at them discreetly. So the problem that I have with this one is we don't have a way to get to this door. Like, I'm pretty sure we could probably finagle everything from here. Like, you could do some interesting wrap around, right? Like, I actually kind of like this one in a couple ways, right? Because we go 1 to 2. We hit this. Actually, I don't think this works. Because then we can't hit this. We don't have a way of hitting this. Which is going to be a pattern, I think. Because remember, this is one of our critical points. And this is one of our critical points. More specifically, this one. But we have to hit this before we can hit this. So this pair is pretty important, I think. So yeah, I actually don't think we can accomplish this, because the only way we do this is by doing this, which is this, and from here we can't do anything that doesn't eliminate this option. So this path seems wrong, but my point still stands. Actually, this is smart. This method is actually probably really good. I bet you that overall this actually works pretty well. Oh no, because we have to hit this. As I said, I think even if we could finagle this, and let's say that we could. Pro tip, I don't think we can. Well, actually, no, this works. Okay, you know, because we still can't hit that. I don't know. My point is, even if we get this to work, right? Even if we get this to work, and it all finishes back out, we have to eventually come down here. And what can we do from here? Nothing, because we have to hit this one and go. So we either have to hit this early. Whoopsie, 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 whoopsie. So I think this one is out. I think this option is out. Yes, delete that layer. So then we look at this one. I don't like this one a lot. Partially, I'm going to swap back over to Filament here real fast, and we're going to hold restart on it. I know you guys can't see this, but I'm going to actually pantomime this out. It is like impossible for us. Darn it, I want to go to Photoshop. So once we do this, yes, the target layer is hidden because I'm on the wrong layer. Once we do this, this depiction of this being close is pretty spot on. So it's like, okay, what do we do from here? We have to do something over here. We have to go this way. It could be something like this, or it could more accurately probably be something like this, but we've made this impossible to hit. There's nothing you can do here. Like, no matter how you approach this, the only way to hit it is to like go down and through here. And what do we know about going through here once? If we go through here once, we cannot go through it again at all. It is just impossible. I hate that, but that's the way it is. So we can't do this, and anything else that we do, like, you could make the argument that maybe this works. You still can't tell me how we're doing this. Because the only way I can see to do this is straight down here, which we can't do again. Like, if you could, it would be really cool to do like some interesting wrap around this, hit this, and hit this early. I don't think we can. Like, I'm eliminating this option, I think, because we can't ever hit this. I think this just becomes a no-op. We can't hit it. We can't set it off. I would want, like, even if we could, like, I can't just, yeah, I can't bump the filament over. It's just like infinitely close, but just not quite. And there's just no way for us to touch that. There's no way for us to touch that. So, no good. All right, this option. This option, I think, has the exact same problem as the first one, and that's that I'm actually in the game. I'm just going up and wrapping around. Yeah, this one we can't get back through here. We can't go in there, which means we don't have a way of anchoring this down. Which, to be fair, I don't think that's enough. I think we need both of these. I think we need both of these so that we can go doop 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 doop. I think that's how this finishes. Or this gets done early. I know I'm drawing a lot, but that's because I'm deleting this layer. I don't think we can pull this off. Nope. Not a new layer. Delete layer. Alright. Perhaps one of the first actual ones. I still think this is bad. I'm back in game again real fast just to see. Actually, there's promise here. There's promise here. Oh. I lied! I lied. Alright, well, we gotta delete this. Because that's not a 3. It's a 4. Because this one is connected to it. I entirely overlooked it. So the brain blast that I had, which honestly actually might still be valid. I actually think this might be the solution. But the brain blast that I had just now was, hey, if we go across, boom, we're free to do everything else. Now, I think there's still some problems with trying to do everything else. But I think we have a shot. I think we have a shot. So, there's still the option here, though, of going around. So I like this. I like this as a jumping point. I like this as a jumping point. I want to experiment with it instead of drawing everything out. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna swap back over to actual filament. Resume. Okay, we can even get away with that. That's actually probably pretty valuable. So we still kind of have a problem here, and it's this. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're screwed. I honestly expected we were gonna get through there. Okay, yeah, so this one's untenable. Because we don't have any way of hitting this. Super unfortunate. Now, it does open up. No, not this. Okay, so that's no good. Ugh. So if we do this, problem is we can't fit through. Actually, that... No. There's promise here. Okay. Okay, I'm not... Forgot about our other problem. This is such a big problem. Like, it's actually actively a huge problem. Is this the bigger problem? Because I'm gonna be upset if it is. Really, game? Fuck you, game. Oh my god. This is legitimately painful. Like this. So close. Because if that's valid, this works. I hate you, game. See, but we can't do that. Actually, wait a minute. This entire thing is invalid, isn't it? This entire plan that I have got going is entirely invalid, isn't it? Because I have to hit this. Yeah, this doesn't work. What am I thinking? I'm thinking that I could do this. But I actually actively can't. Okay. But that's good to know. I want... Yeah, we can't do this. This is the problem. This is the problem. I can't do this. It has to be this. So this is actually proving to be a much larger problem. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. mind me rasterizing this. Merging layers. Cool. Alright, so this seems unlikely. I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to delete it, but I'm leaving it. Alright, this option. Alright, first off, I'm going back, putting a layer above this. And I'm drawing this. Like, I guess I can't. But this over here is just a clusterfuck. It's just a clusterfuck, and I hate it. Alright, this, I think, just straight can't work. In any world. So the implication here is we have to go this way, right? We have to go this way. That's fine. That's not that bad. We can't hit this. We can't hit this. So we have to go this way. Anything else would be a lie. So the problem that I'm seeing is dealing with this over here. Like, we've already got the first hard part, which is hitting this. But like getting around here, guess what? We've hit this problem again. Because we're going into an area, right? And we can't do it. We just simply can't do it. So we have to go a different way from here, which we can't do. Because our options are, from here, are this, which is where we are right now, this. I mean, I guess you can make an argument that this is slightly different, but what have we done? We've moved into a concave. We're going in concave. We can't. We have to come by this at some angle. That angle might be here. That angle, I suppose, isn't eliminated from being this, just unlikely. But like anything we do here doesn't work. So I think this is just bad. I don't think this is possible. So we delete that layer. This actually has some promise, I think. So once again, we have to go up here. And we can't go here. We can't go here, which means we have to go here. That's not surprising. But if we go here, we have to go in. Until we hit this. Okay, we don't have to go here, but it's either here or here. And to be fair, I don't hate this as an option. Like, not entirely. I think there's a problem with this, and I'm gonna go test this out. I don't think we can fit through here. I don't think we can. However, I think this opens us up to a potential solution. Actually, no, I don't, because we can't get past this either. I think this is the problem. I think that's the real problem. So if I go back to Filament and I reset. Alright, yeah, we can't get around that bottom one. Which means there's nothing we can do, which means this is bad. So because we can't get through here, we can't get around this at all. We can't, like, we can't go up here and around this. We can't go up here and around this. We just can't do either of those things. And nor can we just glance off it. None of those are a possibility. They just aren't. We don't have anywhere to anchor any of these. Like, this would be the only thing we'd be able to do. But we can't do that either. So I think because of this gap not being done, I think this one's a no-go. I just think it's a no-go. Alright, this one. This is another one I'm not terribly fond of. I think it has similar problems to the first one, and which is why we're gonna end up in about the same place. And that's that. From here, we can't hit anything else. We can't go this way because wait, did I check that? One sec. You know what? Fair enough. This is an option. I think it's a bad option. I think it's immediately eliminated because of this, actually. I think it's immediately eliminated because of that. Yeah, we can't fit through. We don't have any way of hitting that. So yeah, that's eliminated. Unfortunately, that could have been good. That's the wrong one. I don't even know what this layer is. I have an extra layer on accident. Whatever, doesn't matter. Alright, this one has the same problems as the one where we came around like this. It's actually got more problems because we can't hit the 3 from here. So then we wrap further, we hit this, we wrap around from here. It's like, okay, we can't, you know, if we can't hit that 2. We can't hit that 3, so it has to be here. So we can't hit this 2 either. And once we're here, we're once again rotating into a concave area. We don't have any place to link on to. Not to mention that we can't even hit this 2 yet, nor can we hit this 3. So we can't, like, if you could safely like wrap around and do this, maybe you could make it work. Seems incredibly unlikely though. So I think this one's also eliminated. All right, this one. This is the same one that showed some progress or some promise before. So, to the 1, to the 1. And the reason for that is we can't go to the 2. We can't go this way because we'll... Actually, no, we could go this way because... So this is an option, and this is an option. No, sorry. This is not an option because this isn't hit. We can't do it. Not allowed. So we have to hit this one first. This one's better in some ways because it allows for things, but it has some of its own problems. So once again, we can't go over here, so we have to go over here, which is fine. We could technically hit this 2 now, but I think that's bad because we'd have nowhere else to hit but this 1, and we can't hit that 1 yet. So there's an interesting opportunity here, perhaps. Although it does have other problems. Because even if we go through here... Actually, this might be an option. Alright, we're gonna check it. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I forgot to switch back over to Photoshop for you guys. Oh no. That's my fault. I'm bad at this. This is what we ended up with. Here, I can undo. I can undo. So I think I talked a whole bunch about... I talked a whole bunch about this option right here. Because this option has to go this way. It has the same problem as that one. The one that went this way, except it's worse because we can't even hit that 2 yet because of that one. So sorry, I botched that one. But this one, oh well, I broke the pattern. Oh no, I didn't. Cool. It doesn't care about turning layers on and off. All right, so it has to go here. We can't hit this 2. We can't go this way or it becomes something different. So we hit 1 to 1. We can't go this way and hit this one because we can't hit this 2 yet because we haven't hit this. Great. Oh god, what have I done? You guys couldn't see that. Alright, so we go this way. It gives us this opportunity. And this is what I think has promise. I don't know exactly how this is going to play out, if we can walk back through. And even if we do, we can't walk back through again, which causes its own problems. So... I don't think this one's going to work. But it gives us options, potentially. Actually, I know exactly how this goes. We do this to this. And then I think after we maybe finish up over here, which might be possible. No, this is still a problem. This still isn't gonna work. Because we still haven't figured out this shit. We just still haven't figured out this shit. But I was thinking, even if we get throughout here, if we come back and we go down through here, we can do that. That was my thought. Okay, so I'm gonna swap back over to Filament and actually remember to switch Filament. Somehow ended up in there. So we went like this. Okay, that didn't go the way that I expected it to. But yeah, see, here's the problem. We can't set that off anymore. We don't have the ability to hit that one at all. Like, just at all. Which is why I tried to do this to give us a thing to go off of, but we just can't. Coming back with this in the layout that it's in just doesn't work. This is actually the biggest problem in this entire thing. Which is why I'm starting to think that solving it early is the correct way. Oh goddamn. I really messed that up real fast. Don't worry about that. Oh, I guess you guys can't see all of the top of this the way that I'm zoomed in. So yeah, I think this one gets eliminated as bad. Alright, this one is not going to work. Like, I know it's not going to work, and that's because... How do we hit this? We have zero way of hitting this. Exactly zero way of hitting this. Like, we come in from here, and then there's... We diddle around. There's nothing we can do. This one's bad. Same issue. We can't hit this. Maybe I'm eliminating that too fast, but I don't think so. So... Shit, we only have one option? Fuck. Did I really narrow it down to one? Alright. So this is where I'm going to go back to what I said last time. Whoops, I hit Shift Tab and that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, interesting, that does weird stuff for you guys. I'm going back to Filament real fast. And I'm actually going to check the solution for this one. Not fully, I'm just going to see if I can see just the beginning steps and see what I've missed. And that's how we're gonna do this one. Because I think this is valuable. This is 3-3. All right, so we are wrong. So it's worth noting that I don't have the solution on the table. Fuck. So this is an enumeration problem. We enumerated incorrectly again. Have you seen what we've missed? Because I have. I mean, obviously I have. It's this. We forgot about this. So we've got a layer 13 here. And we're going to do this to this. I know that this is part of the correct answer. And honestly, this makes a whole bunch of sense now, doesn't it? And that's because this is going to go here at the very least. And that's because it leaves this entire bit open, which is exactly what we need. Because eventually we're coming down here. Now, I didn't look that far ahead in the solution. Luckily, the solutions are convoluted enough that I didn't really, by just focusing on where we started and the first couple moves, I didn't actually get, like, I didn't see anything further. And that's helpful. So where do we go from here? I think we keep this. So, okay, so the important parts here. What are the important things that we need? We need, like, this and this. I don't think they're 100% critical, but I think that they could be very important. And I'm actually starting to think personally that the solution is the solution here. Because we could, no, that can't be it. The reason why it can't be it is because we'd end up going like this. And having this in play in any form prevents us from hitting this. Actually, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. It does. If we came from below and like had a cross like this, we could pull it off. The problem is wherever we go from here, it can't be down here. It has to be some sort of a cross, which prevents this kind of angle. Always. So my first instinct is here. Because actually this gives us a box. Now, see, but this is bad. We enter convex land. This is where I should just be in the game and messing with it. Alright, I think I got it. So we swap back over to Filament. So yeah, this was an enumeration problem. We missed one of the possible solutions. Now, the fun part is we correctly eliminated all the solutions that were bad. This doesn't work. Okay, so this is not correct. I feel like it was close. Yeah, it was. Goddamn it, game. Oh, I'm dumb. Right, we can't hit this yet. I really hate this concavity. Okay, this has to be wrong, but it can't be because... Game. I hate this. This right here is the most frustrating part of my entire life right now. That's not touching. Because I've touched worse. I've touched black, yeah, see, like, it's so binary. Like, I'm literally in the middle of... It's through it, and then it snaps back. Part of me feels ham-fisted design here. I don't think this is right. No, I have to do this way if I'm gonna... I'm definitely not looking at the solution right now because we've reached the point where the puzzle isn't fun. Because I'm pretty sure the puzzle is specifically designed to cheat there. Okay, we've tried this. Okay. These pictures are horrible, by the way. All right, so what did I actually miss here? So, besides missing the initial, I really wish I could show my cursor here. You're gonna just have to follow my eyes, and I have to hope it's accurate. So we missed this. Obviously, that's start. But yeah, it was the loop back, leaving that pillar untouched, that got us. That was the mistake. As I said, some of these puzzles I like, some of them are kind of driving me a bit nuts. Oh, right. I don't know, to me the requisite puzzles are like okay, but they're not blowing my mind, I guess is how I'd phrase it. Oh, fuck off. So we can't do that. Oh my god. This is so incredibly convoluted. Why? Just fuck you, game. The game has officially wasted my patience with what you are and aren't allowed to touch. Game, I need you to kindly go fuck yourself. Right. I can't touch that until that is lit. Like, this just seems like a waste. I don't know. So it's literally all based on how we hit these two. That's this entire puzzle. I mean, sure, that's great, but you can't actually do it. Like, this is all grandiose in vision and everything, but we can only hit them in the front. But we have nothing. I hate angles in this game. See, this one seems actually easier, which means it's going to be significantly harder. Okay, we can't hit that one on start. See, this is one where I feel like examining all our possibilities is going to be our biggest potential, like, thing here. Like, actually. Oh, come on. I hate that. I solved this without even busting out Photoshop. Oh, I'm upset.
Being the sole pilot and navigator of this vessel would make me the captain, right?
Nope.
Well,
We already know that.
exactly. It's Filament Corp protocol to assign an off-ship captain for reasons known only to them. I have a theory it's to prevent a mutiny once all the rations run out and we start eating the feast. Our captain is called Swan. It's unfortunate, but the anchors seem to have completely fried all long-range comms, so we're cut off from her for the time being. She's sharp. She could have gotten us out of this, I'm sure. Oh, not that you aren't doing a fantastic job, by the way.
So yeah, that was annoying. We're gonna read these logs because we can. Aubergine, I spent the day getting the Alabaster ready for travel. It's late now, but if we're all feeling up for it, we're prepped to leave in the morning. I want to see the back of this place. Oh, this is late. I'm locked out of everything. Every major system in the Alabaster, or on the Alabaster. The entire damn bridge is sealed off physically. Yep, doors are shut tight. What about everything else? Unresponsive, inoperable, inaccessible. Take your pick. This is happening now. Swan, in the case of an emergency, she can remotely access the Alabaster. I suppose a mutiny qualifies as an emergency. I have no idea. It would extend to locking doors and overriding core systems. So what, she's just going to keep us here? That is what you wanted? Great. Wait, so... did they actually start a mutiny? That's what it sounds like happened. Swan has access to all of the modules on board the Alabaster, but she only has access to that stuff through the ship's circuitry. What if we isolated a chunk of the ship's wiring and ran all of the incoming signals through analog gates? Mechanical ones rather than digital, like physical locks? Sure, I mean, kind of. I think it'll be more complicated than that, but yeah, essentially. Physical encryption for digital information. It's still have to be electronic and hook up to the ship, though. Couldn't Swan just interact with them as well? Yeah, probably. It wouldn't do her any good, though. It would be like trying to guess a phone number, only you're not sure which buttons are which, and you're suspicious that what you're holding might not even be a phone. You'd have to be physically in the room to stand any kind of a chance, and even then it would be a headache. I'm not really sure, unfortunately. It's mostly mechanical. So basically, they're trying to come up with a solution that they're currently implementing. Anchors, that's what I'll call them. Yep, catchy, right? We made a solid progress today. The plans are looking really promising. I want to finalize everything today. Since last week, I've been monitoring Arnold closely. I figured that if there was a chance of another incident, we would want a heads up. This morning, the high radiation level started to resurface. If we were correct in assuming that radiation buildup and fall-off was in fact a precursor to Pistachio's disappearance... Oh. then we might want to start worrying right about now. Ah! I think I see what's going on. I think I see what's going on. Alright everyone, this is it. Aubergine and I have managed ourselves an escape bay pod. As far as we can tell, everything in the ship shape and ready to go. The anchors don't work. I don't want to lose anyone else. The anchors work. How can you say that? They work. I've thought about it. Swan didn't have remote access to the escape pod bay. She had access to the pods themselves. We can take the alabaster back. We can. We might not have much time though. Given the extent of Swan's influence over the ship, as well as her uncanny timing, it's not unreasonable to assume that she has access to all of our internal communications too. We should stop using them immediately. Swan, if you're reading this, you've taken a dear friend from us. I hope that someday you have to answer for what you've done here. Cool. So something's fucking serious happened. It's implied that Pistachio disappeared. And due to Pistachio's disappearance, the crew mutinied. I don't think I've been here yet. It is a book. Harmony Observation Ports How TFC Gifted Us Our Liberty. Okay. Oh. We have to lock them in. Okay, we're already way past time. Like way past time. So I'm going to hold. I'm gonna hold here. This is an odd filament. Yeah, I'm gonna hold here. And hope that this works on the first go. I think it will. But yeah, it seems to me like we've got a little bit more of the plot. Pistachio disappeared. It seemed to be the radiation. The captain, Swan, off the ship, apparently didn't care. Or didn't care enough. Your choice. What? Wait, why are they going opposite directions now? I bet you there is something that gives us a hint to the actual correct orientation of all of these. Or we have to find the correct one. This seems to be the one that would open the door, though, to me. So yeah, the ordered puzzles were certainly a bit odd. Ah, it's a combination lock, isn't it? My bet is it's a combination lock. Because these are rotating back and forth in opposite directions. Or they specifically need to be in specific locations. Right. Like, I bet you... How do I look at my inventory? Oh, nope. Wow, I interacted from really far away. Anyway, we haven't been over here on the ship, so... Or we totally have. Have we done all the stuff? No, we haven't been over here. I most certainly have not been over here. Interesting. So yeah, clearly some stuff happened on the ship. It went poorly, to say the least. They mutinied. They thought they found a solution. And one of two things happened.
This is where I took my first few steps aboard the Alabaster.
We're gonna get there.
My first time aboard a Filcore ship, actually. I boarded with Pistachio. We exchanged some small talk while we lugged our stuff up on the gangway together. We're both from the Firmament, though we didn't know each other from before the mission. It was only after we arrived here and had a proper chance to talk that we realized we'd actually grown up not far from one another. Different schools, though.
So one of two things happened. Have we already heard this?
Look at all this stuff. This is basically the interstellar equivalent of living out of your suitcase. Say, did you know that Filcore sent us away with Equinox brand tea? I didn't even know that people actively chose to buy that stuff, let alone buy the crate. Look, I don't want to sound like a snob and say that brand names are always better, but when it comes to tea, they obviously are, right?
So, anyway, redeem this code for a surprise. Reward credit vessel. Anyway, so my point is, one of two things happened. I'm not sure which one. Either some of them got off the ship, some of them, not all of them, because obviously we still have. I'm never gonna remember her name. But yes, obviously we still have a person on board. Or they managed to successfully trap themselves on board. Juniper. Juniper's the one on board. Yeah, we've gone through all these. There are 2 collectibles in that main room, and that's it. Oh no, there's one over on the right side. So I'm gonna, oh, and one in the bottom right as well. So my point is, either they escaped or they didn't escape, and in fact they all started disappearing like Pistachio. Those, I think, are the options. I don't know where the collectibles are. We're not going to worry too much about the collectibles, I suppose. Right, we're at the terminal here. There's a black dot in every terminal. So there's a collectible in here somewhere, but we already found the one. Unfortunately, you just need to be like mashing E while you move. There you go. Because they're basically invisible. They're basically invisible. They're really hard to see. So yeah, I'm not sure which one I think happened. Don't mind me just mashing E. Alright. Got a bad feeling about like what I might have to, oh, there we go. About what I might have to decode. Like, just, you know, what all might have to be decoded with like those magic cards. Like there has to be something about those cards. They're not actually magic cards, but they're damn close. Well, that's the escape pod room that's referencing. There's a collectible in the escape pod room. All right, well, that's going to be it for this episode. It looks like we have to go up to the next floor if we want to get more puzzles. I think we finished all the puzzles on this floor, except for the one to get us into the escape pod. But that feels like an end game thing anyway, because I don't think we have any 25618925. It feels like there's a combination here, right? Like we've got two sets of numbers, but also like this can permanently, like this is 5 out of 250, 195 out of 250, 117, 224. We can give stats, like this one gives another target card +0, +3. Like, and they also have their flavor quotes. Snowfall rating gets +0, +4 for every other snowfall relevant in its current row. It gives adjacent cards -3, +3. It feels like we have to play these on a field or something to like get a result. Anyway, this episode's already been way too long, but we finally solved that set of puzzles. Yeah, it's weird that the middle one was the hardest. The middle one was the one that held us up the most. But once again, we're checking your answers. Helps. Though I could have been a lot more specific about the second half of that puzzle, and that might have helped. We're learning, and that's what counts. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you next time. But until then, keep your gears turning.